Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat petang. Okay, minggu ni minggu terakhir kuliah pada semester ni dan ada satu lagi chapter yang kita belum sentuh iaitu chapter yang ketujuh. Jadi software awak dah install ke? Saya dia bagi apa? Okay, super. Okay, good. So as for today, we're going to learn about chapter 7. Chapter 7, okay, kalau kita tengok volume model, okay, chapter 8 berkenaan dengan input dan output lah yang kita dah belajar minggu lepas, bagaimana KBSR, KBDR, DSR dan DDR menerima dan memindahkan data. Okay, itu chapter ke-8. Chapter ke-6 berkenaan dengan penjejakan atu cara untuk mencari ralat. So ada 3 jenis ralat, 3 jenis ada international student ke sekejap boleh masuk lagi, sorry. So we have 3 types of error and 3 types of the method how to trace the error lah. And then in the same chapter, within the same chapter, we also have learned about how to trace the content of register by creating a table that consists of the register lah. So the content of register, we already do the example, one example. So for the rest of the example, I advise you to do it so. And then we also have learned in chapter 6 about the 3 types of basic construct, which is sequence and then conditional and iterative. And for the iterative and conditional, we have looked depth into it by looking at the block diagram. We have learned how the condition will be executed if one of the condition is fulfilled and what is happening if one of the condition is not fulfilled. So that is from chapter 6. And from chapter 5 is about the type of instruction, the conditional the data movement instruction, the operate instruction, the control instruction, 3 type of instruction. And you have learned about how to write a command for a given set of instruction in machine language. Okay, that is chapter 5. So just write a command. We are not doing the programming things. We just do the command based on the given set of instruction. So what I'm telling you now is roughly is a conclusion about what we have learned from chapter 4 to chapter 8, and it is all included in final assessment. I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about, but for those who have do a revision, they have learned about they have do a revision by themselves. So I'm sure that you understand what I'm talking about. And then for chapter 4, we have learned about the von Neumann model. So that this is the basic model that break down the next chapter lah. Okay, from chapter 4, we got chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8. So in chapter 4, we have learned about the store and the load processes, and then what is the component involved during the load and store. And we have also looked into the data flow diagram, how the data is taken out from the memory and sent to the CPU to be processed, and then the processed data will be turned into information and stored into memory. So the process, we have picture the process into a data flow diagram. So data flow diagram also important for final assessment. So that is basically what we have learned in chapter 4, 5, 6 and 7. So tak tahu lah awak faham ke tidak, I don't know, I'm not sure. But okay, for chapter 7, we go more deep into programming where we will learn how the programming language is translated into machine language. As we know, machine only understand on and off, which is on is there's a current, and off is no current. So all digital electronics instrument or peripherals can be is functioning based on the presence of the current. So this current, for us as a human, we want to manipulate this current. So if we want to manipulate this current, we need to represent the on and off with 0 and 1 lah. So zero, so we put a number just to represent the absence or the presence of the current. And then from there, that is what we call machine language, because machine only acknowledge or recognize on and off. Okay, so programming language is important because if we want to talk or if you want to make computer functioning well, we need to talk to computer using programming language. Programming language. So even though you want to develop an apps like Microsoft Word, Photoshop, and all other apps, so we need programming language to develop the software so that the software can be used on the computer. So the importance of programming language is to allow us as a human to develop a software that can used by the computer. So this is all the general knowledge about the software, about the type of software. Okay, like I said just now, programming language is a language or it's a software that allow us to develop a application that can communicate or can be installed on the computer. But we have several other software, okay, like operating system. Can you give me one example of operating system that you may know?
Windows.
Windows, okay.
OS.
Lagi, some more?
OS.
Sorry? Mac OS, Linux, kan? So all of these OS, actually OS ni is a type of software that allow us or human to human and hardware and the application software to be connected. Without OS, human cannot use the hardware because computer itself is okay. When you look at the computer after this class, and I want you to look when you see the electronic components such as computer, handphone, kan? I want you to look the component as from two sides. So when you talk about computer, it is about hardware and software. Same goes to the handphone. When you buy a handphone, I want you to look the handphone from two sides, the hardware side and the software side. Okay, so when you buy a handphone, make sure you understand about the structure of the hardware and the structure of the software that can be used with the hardware. Okay, saya rasa ramai yang tak perasan tentang ini. Most of us doesn't aware about this. So that's why we need someone that have IT background to check whatever instrument that you want to buy. But after this, you can do it by on your own by looking at the gadget from two sides, as I mentioned just now. So OS just now, okay, OS let human connect to the hardware. So without OS, we cannot operate the hardware, which is computer. So OS is interface for human, for the hardware, and for the application software. Interface between the human, hardware, and application software. So human is us, hardware is a computer itself, the hardware things, and the application software is a software that can be used for our jobs lah. Any jobs, listening to the music, assignment, Photoshop, whatsoever lah. So that is what we call as a job. So OS is a interface for these three parties. So OS is special software, and then we have application software. Application software is the software that can be used for us to do our job lah. Any job lah. Listen to the music also classified as a job lah. So the application software itself can be divided at least into 3 types. The first one is word processing. Word processing is any software that can be used to create a document. Okay, the purpose of the computer at the first stage is for the serious part, for the very serious task. In earlier stage, the purpose of the computer is to program to create a program for the rocket, for the military. Okay, so that is the first purpose of computer. So later on, they use computer for entertainment and everything. So basically, as I said, the application software can be used seriously into can be break down into 4 parts. The first one is for the text processing. Text processing, any software that can be used to create the documents such as Microsoft Word, and then we have Notepad, whatever pad lah can be used to do the document. And then the second one is the presentation software. Okay, so that the computer can be used to present the document that we have created using the text processing software just now. So that is the purpose of the presentation software. And the third one, we have the database software. The database software, like Microsoft, they have their own Access, ACCESS, Access. That is the standard database software for Microsoft. And the last one, we have the spreadsheet, SPREAD, spreadsheet, SHEET. I repeat, SPREAD, spreadsheet, SHEET. Spreadsheet normally used for the calculation for mathematical job, calculation. So basically what I'm telling you now is general knowledge about computer. So I hope you get something that can use in your life lah. So when people ask you, or maybe if you want to buy a software, or maybe if you want to talk about software, so the foundation, the common ground that you have to hold is these 4 types of application software. So beside these 4 serious use of application software, we also have entertainment software. It's include the music, the video, and everything. And we also have the security software. Security software normally for maintenance. Security software can be divided into 2. Banyak kalau you boleh take a note, please take a note. This is a general knowledge. At least when you talk about IT or computer, you know something about it. Tulislah sikit-sikit kat mana-mana. I give you directly. Tak perlu baca. I just give you all the things that I can share with you. And then again, we have maintenance security software and can be divided into 2. The first one is firewall, and the second one is antivirus. So this one, this both 2 is a software for security. Okay. And then we also have another software to maintain the performance of the computer, like defragmenter and scan disk. Okay, most of the software you can find it under I think my computer. I'm not sure because I'm not using Windows. I'm using MacBook. However, you can find out the maintenance software from somewhere in your menu. Ada sesiapa tahu tak which menu? Using Windows. My computer right click ke apa dia? Ke system. You pernah jumpa tak? You click start and then ada system. Apa nama dia? Cuba you click start your computer tu. Button start and then ada pilihan kat situ. Ada tak jumpa perkataan system ke maintenance ke?
So I think it depends on your operating system because I'm using Windows 10.
Okay, Windows 10.
Yeah.
What menu that you find there?
Need to go to control panel.
Yes, control panel, and then this one correct.
And then system and security.
Oh, system and security. Okay, that one is based on the Windows lah, the OS. But for the control panel, I think it is standard for everyone. Orang lain boleh klik control panel tak? Cuba tengok apa ada kat control panel tu. What do you have under control panel? Anyone?
Control panel apps ke, sir?
Klik je control panel menu tu.
Dia keluar system and security, network and internet, hardware and sound, programs, user account, appearance and personalization, cloud and region, ease of access.
Maintenance tak ada eh?
System and security tu kot.
System tu maybe juga. Tapi you just explore about it. The software, the maintenance software that you should use frequently, ni saya beritahu the maintenance software that you should use frequently is a defragmenter. Ada jumpa tak defragmenter dekat dalam, can you find the defragmenter in your menu? Siapa saja, anyone?
Defragment and optimize tu ke, sir?
Yes. So the purpose of defragment to reorganize the file and folders in your hard disk. So sometimes your file and folder is, it is messy. It is scattered. The location is scattered in your hard disk. So it is need sometimes to be accessed, or to be opened, to be closed. Okay, so if you use defrag, the system will manage manage your file accordingly, so it's easy for you to access. So your computer become faster. So if your computer becomes slow, do not just jump into conclusion that you need to buy something. You need to upgrade the memory, maybe you need to upgrade the hard disk. No. You need to troubleshoot one by one. That is why you need to do the maintenance first, such as defragmenter, and then scan this. Okay, after you execute all of these maintenance software, then if your computer still got problem, then you can assume to buy the hardware itself, maybe the memory, maybe the hard disk. So you need to troubleshoot. So that is a type of software lah. And then to develop the application software itself, we need a special program, a special software, which is known as programming language. So the programming language is used to develop another application. So the programming language will set or will translate all the apps. Let's say the apps is developed using HTML or using C++ or using Pascal or whatever software, a programming language that is used to develop the apps. So the programming language will transfer or convert the apps into the machine language. For example, macam if you run the Microsoft Word, how the computer understand your instruction. Let's say when you want to type a word, how the computer hardware can understand what is the instruction sending to the computer. So this is run or execute by the programming language. So as for today, baru masuk topik hari ini, we just enter the topic today. So today we will learn about how the programming language or how the process of translation the programming the apps into the machine language is being executed. So today we will learn, but we are not going to use the high level language like C++, Pascal and everything. We just use the low level language because low level language is more easy to translate the low level language into machine language. Why is easy? Because it only has several variable several special words. So it's easy for us to understand. So to start our class today, I will open up the chapter, the notes first. Then suara saya clear ke sebab hujan lebat dekat sini?
Okay, so
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
Okay, terima kasih. Alright. So now, okay, assembly language. So assembly language is a low-level language lah. Bahasa himpunan. Bahasa himpunan. In Malay, it's bahasa himpunan. And also known as low-level language. So for the assembly language or low-level language that we will use in this course is LC3. LC3. Nama dia LC3. So we just directly go to the example here, okay? Okay, I delete this first. Ada tak yang tak belajar, yang tak pernah tengok C++? Tak ada eh? So maknanya semua orang pernah belajar C++. Have you learned about C++ before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So C++ tu is quite complicated as compared to low-level language. So if we want to use C++ for this chapter, it's going to cost a lot of time. So I show you how the low-level language or assembly language or specifically LC3 looks like. Okay, sekejap eh. Ni yang I padam ni adalah apa yang I dah tunjuk dalam kelas sebelum ni. Okay, CP1, okay, dot fill 678. Okay. Okay, this one you need to do it manually in the exam. Okay. Alright. Okay. Kita start. Okay. 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 This is how the assembly language looks like. Like in C++, to start the program, we use include kan? Hashtag include IOStream. Betul tak?
Yes, sir.
And the program will be ended with what? The C++. Apa dia? Saya tak ingat. Permulaan dia IOStreams, hashtag IOStream, nak penamat atau cara guna apa? Bracket kan? Bracket. Okay. Bracket the bracket penutup kan? Closing bracket. Curly bracket. But for assembly language, curly bracket. And for the assembly language, to start the program, we need to use .org. Ding Ali, have you learned about the C++ before?
Yes, sir.
Siapa nama? Juan apa?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. It's easy for me to explain about this. So for assembly language, to start the program, we need to use .org. And to end the program, you need to use .end. So there are 5. Okay, before this, we have learned about opcode. So the opcode that we have learned is based on the opcode that we have in the ISA table. So that is what we call opcode. And the opcode can be divided into 3 type of instruction, which is operate instruction, data movement, and control instruction. Okay, this content we have learned during chapter 5. So for the opcode that have dot before the opcode, such as .org, .end, and we have 3 more. I will show you in this slide here. We have .org, we have .end, blkw.fail.strings. Luckily, dot string is not going to be used in this course, so you can discard dot strings. But the earlier four, we call it as an assembly directive. Assembly directive. Yang mana ada titik-titik dekat depan, the opcode that we have the dot in front of it, we call it as an assembly directive. So we have .lg as starting address of program, end end of program. BLKW will allocate n word of storage. So each line has 16 bit. Okay, each line of the instruction or program, it has 16 bit. So if we have BLKW3, for example, so we have 3 lines of 16 bit. A space, only an empty space. We will do that later. This is just for the theoretical part. After this, we will see the practical way how the BLKWN works. And also fill is the assembly directive that will provide one word, which is 16-bit, and the content, one word means 16-bit. One word means 16-bit space. Remember, one word equal to 16, 1 byte equal to 8. So one words means 16-bit. So inside the space, 16-bit, we have n. Let's say n is 6. So we have number 6 in the space. Never mind, we will look at this later. And then in the same time, okay, trap codes. During chapter 5, I think, we have learned about trap 23, trap halt 25, input 23, sorry, output 23, input, print on console, read character, yes, from keyboard. So we have learned about that trap 23, 25, and 21, I think, during chapter 5. And in this chapter, we will learn about 2 more, which is getC and puts. Okay, so basically, totally we have 5 types of trap codes. 20 until 25. So each of the trap code will lead you to the use of the hardware. If you can see halt will execute or will connect the software to console. Console is a computer lah. The hardware. Like in it will connect the software with the keyboard. Like out with console, getC also to keyboard, and puts to console. So these trap codes will connect or will attach the software to the function of hardware. That is the differences between the opcode, the normal opcode, like we have learned before, the add, and not, and we have load, we have store. So all of these opcode are going to be used by the memory and the CPU. But for this trap code, it will be used by the output and input hardware. And again, please keep in your mind, we are talking about von Neumann model. Okay, focus, von Neumann model. So for von Neumann model, memory and CPU. Do you still remember about von Neumann model?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ingat,
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Please memorize. Imagine in front of you, there's a von Neumann model. So for the opcode that we have learned, add, not, load, not, store, and branch, everything is being used by the memory and the CPU and the control unit, all the middle part lah. And for the left side, which have an input, and the right side, we have output component. So both of these components will use trap codes. So trap code is a special code that going to be used to connect the input and output to the software lah, to the application software, or to the memory and CPU and control unit. So that is trap code. We have 5 trap codes, and then just now we have 4. We already discussed one assembly directive. This one. So all of these assembly directive and trap code will be showed to you in the last example. So after the end of this class, I want you to do the Last example here. Last example here, we have this one. Actually this one we have comment over here. So this one, if you download this notes from the My Guru, make sure this part is not here. This part, okay, it's clean actually. So if the notes contain this part, please delete. If not, you cannot run the software, the coding. Also delete this one. This one is the address for the line. So delete everything here until towards the end, and then also the comment here, please delete. And then until this slide, 1, 2, 3, 3 slides. So you can use this code, and then you can play around with it. Okay, before you do it on your own, I will teach you how to play around with the codes by using the given example here. Where is it? Okay, mana dia? Wait. Okay, here. Okay. So basically, all words or all things that come after semicolon is a command. Here we have semicolon. So all things that comes after semicolon is a command. So command normally, what is happening to the command when you run the program? In C++.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens means the things will be ignored. Will be ignored by who? By the compiler. Masa you nak run programming in C++, you need to click one button. What is the word that label for that button? Ingat tak?
Compile?
Compile. Yang lain ada perkataan lain ke yang you all teringat? Okay. Compile is the compiler itself is a software. We use software to create software. We use software to run software. Macam tu. So compiler itself is a special software that convert the C++ programming into machine language. And the C++ itself is a software that used to create another application. Also the software. Nampak? C++ is a software, and it is used to create another application software. And at the same time, compiler also a software that will translate C++ program code into machine language. Jadi faham tak? Faham. So a compiler will ignore all the comments in the code. In the low-level language, we are not calling the compiler as a compiler lah, but we will call it as a assembler. Assembler. The function is similar, but the compiler is more more sophisticated lah, canggih sikit, because it need to translate a lot of symbol in C++ into machine language. But for assembler, it's quite simpler. Okay, so but the function that ignore all the comments include in both compiler and assembler. So it's similar. So anything that comes after semicolon is a command. You can put also a semicolon here and write anything here. So it will be ignored by the assembler when the assembler convert this program into machine language. And for the empty line here, here we have empty line. Okay, empty line here also will be ignored by the compiler. Ingat. So please remember, the first one is a command, and the second one is an empty space. The empty space also will be ignored by the compiler. Okay, and then in this example, we use two types of assembly directive, which is .org and .end, and also we have four. We have the LKW as well, and we have .fil as well. So you are lucky because in this example, it's already give you 4 types of assembly directive. And in this trap codes. There is no trap codes in this code, but the final code here, okay, it has, yeah, it has, okay, here we have getC, it's a trap code, and then we have, apa trap code tadi, halt. Okay, and others lah, you can check it one by one. So that's why I force you or advise you to do the final code here later after class. Okay, we return back to here. Okay, now, okay, you can see .reg is a starting address of the code. So what does it mean? It means the first instruction here, the memory used to execute or to keep this instruction, the address for that memory location is X3050. So you can put here 30. You just put here the address so only for your reference. But if you want to execute this code, please do not write this address. I repeat, do not write the address if you want to execute this code. But I advise you to write the address because just for reference. So here it tells you that the ORG tells you that this code started at X3050. That is why I put here 3050. It means the first instruction here, 16-bit, is located in 3050. And then it's in sequence 3051. So the next instruction is 3051. That's why we have PC equal to PC plus 1, because the program counter will increase one by one line by one line. That is why in chapter 5 or before this, I have told you about PC equal to PC plus 1. Okay, or the current address plus the offset, and then plus 1. So everything that we do, we need to plus with 1. So 3000. Okay, the second line is 51, and then we have 52. And then we have 53, and then 54, and then 55. Okay, so what about this line? Is it has address, location address in memory or not?
No.
No. So what is the address for halt?
3056.
3056, good. Okay, and then what about this one? Is it has its own address? The highlighted line there.
No.
No, why? Because what? Because of what?
Because it's also a comment.
It's a comment, yes, good. You can justify it. And then, okay, what about the address for the number?
3057.
3057. Oh, sorry. And then the last one we have 3058. What about N? What about N? The address for N? 5?
3058.
3058. 9. Yang kata 8 tadi, kenapa? Apa justifikasi awak? Saya nak tahu je.
Tak usah saya ulang tadi, terbuka mic.
Okay. Ulang balik. Okay, done. So this is the first thing. Yeah. Oh, tertinggal lah. Confirm lah tertinggal. Sebab alamat mesti, the address must be started with 3000. So let's say I write like this. So it means there is an error. So you can tell me, sir, this is wrong. It should be 3056. Okay. Because you must know that everything is started from 3000. 3000. Okay. You got that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we want, okay, good. Now we want to translate this code, this programming code into machine language. Remember, our aim for this course is to talk or to speak with computer. So if you want to talk with the computer, we need to change everything into current, electric current. So we need to represent it using 0 and 1. And to represent it using 0 and 1, we need to use a special software for the assembly language. The software, the name of the software is, apa dia tadi saya sebut? To convert it to machine language. IC3 tu bahasa himpunan, nama dia, nama macam C++, HTML, Pascal, IC3, itu nama. Ini the special software that used to convert the code into machine language. What is the software name?
Assembler.
Assembler, yeah. That one is for the lower level, but the higher level we call it as a
Compiler.
compiler. Ingat tu compiler. Okay. Yang lain boleh ingat?
Boleh, sir.
Okay. Now, during the process, there are two paths, PASS. There are two paths that will be executed, pass 1 and pass 2. Okay. The output for pass 1, is the symbol table, this one, and the output for this one is pass 1, and then the output for the product for pass 2 is a machine language. Tu je. That's the two things or two process that will be executed during the conversion of the code into the machine language. So what is symbol table? Let's do it together. Okay, symbol table is a table that contains the address and the label. Remember, the address and the label that consist in the code, in the program. So what is the label? Okay, label is something that appear before opcode. Listen carefully, because after this I want you to list down what is the label that we have in this code. So I repeat, so label is something that appear, something or label lah, anything, words that appear before the opcode, and maybe assembly directive as well as strap code. So to your opinion, so what is the symbol that we have in this code?
Dot.
Dot? You mean dot, this one?
Yeah.
Okay, no, .org is one set. It is a set. We call it as an assembly directive. So my definition just now, I repeat, just to make you guys clear. Okay, good. That apa nama? That try you give me something to think about. So I repeat, what is definition of the symbol? Okay, symbol is something that appear before the opcode, before the assembly directive, and maybe before the track codes. That is the definition of label. So to your opinion, what is the label that we have in this code?
Semicolon.
Semicolon tu semicolon lah. Semicolon bukan symbol, ya. Oh sorry, symbol table ni nama dia symbol, but actually it's contain of label and address. This is the content of symbol table, label and the address that represent the label. So what is the label that we have in this code? Okay, that one is something that we write. Kan saya cakap tadi, yang XX ni semua just untuk reference. It is not included in the code. Not included in the code. The code sebelum ni tadi kan tak ada alamat-alamat ni. We don't have this address before this. So the real one, it doesn't have this one. I just put here because we want to make a reference how it will be. Some student, when it say that .org 3050, so they will make assumption that the first line is here. Something like that. This one is 51 and followed by 52. So this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. That is why I write here the address. So it can be as a reference for you guys. So that's not that's not something that contains in the code. I repeat, listen carefully. 3 kali saya ulang. Listen carefully. A symbol table contain a label that appear before opcode, before assembler directive, or before a trap codes. We have learned about opcode. We have learned about assembler directive. We have learned about the trap code. So what is the label that appear before all of these three in this example? Now answer my question.
Yang number 6.
Which one? Please tell me the address of those label.
X3057 dengan X3058.
Okay, X30F7 and 30F8. Okay, what do we have at 3057? Number. So the label is number. And then 3058 we have
6.
6. The 6 is a label. You can put, jangan confuse lah. Okay, I will change this because this thing will make you confused. The content for this location is this one, 0006, not this SIX. SIX is just a label. I can put here city. No, city tak kenal. Nama orang. I can put there Andrew. Any label. Here 6 I replace this 6 with Andrew as well. So you can put any label. Okay. So here we have number and Andrew lah as a label. And then the address that refer to the label. Okay. So some more. What is another label that we have? Other label that we have in this code?
Again, in 3053.
Again, 3053. So in again, we have 30F3, we have again. Come on. Some more.
And 3055 again.
3055. Listen carefully to the definition. Okay. Label. Label. Label is anything that appear before opcode, assembly directive, and trap codes. So 3055, the again that you can see at 3055, it is before or after?
After.
After. So is it a label?
No.
No. Okay. So please, obey to the rules lah. Okay. Please follow the rules. Okay. Some more. If you have another label. Come on.
3056 halt.
Halt. Okay, what do you can say about halt? You guys, because this question is open up to all of you guys. What is halt actually? Is it a label?
No label.
Huh? No label? What is halt?
Trap code.
Itu trap code. Itu bukan label, itu trap code. Kita dah belajar kan? Okay, good. So what is the label? Come on. Hi, hello, come on. I'm waiting for you guys.
So is BRP in 3055 label?
What do you think about BRP? We have a
sorry,
discussion.
BRP is branch.
So branch is a what is that?
Opcode.
Yeah. So is it a label?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. Lagi. Biar salah tak apa ya, belajar. Bila belajar tu, next time if you saw BRP, you know that is an opcode. So it's not a label. So that is why we need to learn from mistake, because the mistake itself is a learning process. Like just now, when said halt, okay, when I tell him that it is wrong, so I give a justification. I ask her to give I asked him to give a justification or tell me what we can talk about halt, and he said that halt is a trap code. So there's an answer. It's not a label. See, it's a learning process. So nothing should be worried with the mistake. But you need to worry for the mistake in final exam lah. But for the class, in the class, do not afraid with the mistake. So some more, let me know about another label that may have in this code.
So 3059.
What is 3059? What is
Address.
that? No, I mean the instruction in 30F9.
.n.
Yelah, what is that?
Opcode.
Opcode? What is .end? Assembler. Ayat tak habis. Assembler tu dia punya software untuk convert. So what is .end? Assembler directive. So is it a label? Is it a label or not?
No.
No lah, because it's assembly directive. Okay, some more. Any other label that we can put in the symbol table? Come on, we have so many people here. Maizatul?
Yes, sir. Rasanya dah tak ada, sir.
Rasanya dah tak ada. Pandai. Kenapa kawan-kawan awak diam, tak nak cakap kat saya? Agak-agak.
Topik saya lah.
Apa dia? Tak dengar suara macam ni. Apa? I just want to know kenapa tak ada orang beritahu tadi yang dah tak ada.
Because I thought, because sir, you said still have.
I'm not saying anything. I just said what's another label that you may find. So yang lain pula kenapa tak nak sebut? Sama ke macam
Sir.
Okay. Sometimes the not about lecturer, it's about someone who taught you something. They want to develop your strength. Brave. You brave to voice out. So as students, you need to show your bravery, okay, your strength when you say, okay, there is no labels. That's what we call apa nama brave lah, outspoken outspoken. So we need this kind of students lah, berani untuk ke depan, berani untuk not only able to talk about politics, about gossip, about artists, about entertainment. We talk about facts. So if you from your assessment, if you see there's nothing more, there is no label anymore, just let me know. So there's no label anymore. Okay, just cakap je. Sebab you dah ada experience. You have an experience. I already give you the apa nama, the types of things that appear after the label. So you have that experience, you have that knowledge. So why don't you use it? Normally the lecturer, especially me, I won't ask the question that you don't have experience before. Okay, because when you be a teacher or someone who giving a knowledge, when you want to ask student, you need to make sure that you have give the experience to these students. You cannot ask this question that student doesn't have anything about it, even a single thing. That is not logic. It's not logic. Same goes to the assignment, the apa nama, the test, the exam. Most of the question will be asked after the student gets some experience or knowledge. So macam mana when you ask, when I ask you the question, so I want you to see how you manipulate or how you use your knowledge, and you need to very strong with your opinion. So nak jadi degil boleh, tapi biar degil bertempat. You have the facts. Degil untuk menegakkan fakta. If you have fact and you are so strong to stick on your opinion, make sure you have a fact, a rationale behind it. So jangan ikut orang macam tadi kan. Tadi you kata sebab sekata macam ada lagi label lepas ni. Jangan ikut saya. Do not follow me because I'm asking you a question. So if the question is wrong, so just let me know. Sir, there's no other label. Just let me know. Because sometimes, as I told you, the question comes after I give you the knowledge and experience. So the question tend to test your understanding towards the content. I repeat the content so many times just now, okay? The definition of the label so many times, and then himself still cannot get the roughly the idea behind it. So of course, after I repeat 4 to 5 times, I need to know how far you get the knowledge that I delivered to you. So after this, kalau you rasa, if you think that my question is not rational, or maybe you can object about it, just let me know. Okay. So for this code, actually it only has 3 label, which is again number and Andrew. Okay, so this is the first part of the process to convert the language into machine language. So any question about symbol table? No, okay.
No, sir.
Okay, now we want to play around with the opcode. We already learned about opcode so many times, for a long time. So I just want to, for trap code, it's easy also. We just convert it into the number x23, 21, 22, or so on. But for the assembly directive, we want to play around with it based on the the explanation that given here for assembly directive. So for .org and .end, we already discussed about it, and for BLKW and .fill. So you can see allocate n word of storage. This one is for BLKW. So n here, if we look at the example, we can see .b, the example the end value for the in the example is 1. So what does it mean? Okay, it means, okay, if 1 here, so it means the next instruction is in this location, 5, 8. Because n is 1, so it allocate n word of storage. So for this line, it's already got 1 word of storage. 1 word is 16-bit lah, 16-bit of storage. And let's say here is 2. So means that it will allocate 2 words of storage. So 2 line, 1 line is 16-bit. 2 line word of storage, so there is 2 word of storage, so it is 2 line of storage. 2 line of storage. So what will happen to the address here? 2 lines here. So what happened to the address? 9. So what happened to the n? Huh? So it's number apa after 59? Ayo, hexadecimal ni.
5A.
50A. Korang ni kan dah belajar lah, punya lama, tak tahu lagi lepas 9 tu A. How come it doesn't alert that for hexadecimal after 9 is A, not 60? So nampak susah tak nak ubah orang? Within 14 weeks, saya masih lagi gagal untuk membentuk pemikiran awak, most of you, in counting. Just a simple one. After 9 is A. After A is B for hexadecimal. For 14 weeks, I cannot change you. Can you imagine when you guys become a teacher, you want to change the student around you from something who are not knowledgeable to someone who are knowledgeable within a short time of semester or period of time? Bayangkan, kalau you sendiri pun susah nak berubah, if you yourself hard to change within that time constraint, how do you want to change other people within that time constraint? That is the problem with human. Manusia, itulah yang menyebabkan perbalahan, conflict. That is the cause of conflict. They want other people to change according to themselves within a very short time. That is unlogical. You need to accept that sometimes you cannot change people. You need to accept them as what they are, who they are. You cannot change. Same goes to the students. That is why I always advise to my students. But in our country, going to school, parents need to send their kids to the school. It is compulsory. It's mandatory. If parents does not send their children to the school, they can be summoned. Boleh disaman, boleh disaman. Because education is compulsory. Going to school is compulsory in Malaysia. Okay, so there is no issue of changing people. People won't change. No, because kids, they are in a state that they can be changed. We can shape. We can turn the kids into whatever we want. That is the special of kids because they are very clean. They have zero knowledge. They have no experience. So we can, whatever that we give to them, they will accept it as what it is. If we create a good kids, give a good things to the kids, so it become a good person. If you give drugs, if you give bad things, so the kids will be grown up as a bad grown up lah. So see, it's so hard to change people. So this is only for the number tau. Saya tekan ni pada perempuan sebab at my age, most of my friends they already married and most of them have been divorced. Masalah perceraian ni sangat teruk di Malaysia is because of this. Ini bukan discriminate bukan discriminate, tapi kebanyakan perempuan sifat dia nak orang dengan cakap dia. Dia nak orang ikut dia. Dia nak, saya selalu jumpa my student, dia nak kahwin. Contohlah ada satu isu ni, dia minta pendapat orang ramai, kawan-kawan dia. Partner dia ni drug addict. dan partner dia berikrar untuk berubah. Ini berikrar maksudnya dia ada tend to change dia punya habit. So perempuan dia tanya, boleh tak kalau saya nak kahwin juga dengan dia? Okey, apa pendapat awak? Ini melibatkan mengubah pandangan dan cara orang macam apa yang saya tengah belajar sekarang. Numbering pun susah nak ubah. So what do you think? Apa you advice nak bagi dekat this girl? Jangan kahwin. Yes, jangan kahwin. Sebab awak tak boleh mengubah orang. Awak sayang dia macam mana sekalipun, awak tak boleh ubah dia. Sebab dia sendiri je boleh ubah diri dia. Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, kalau dia janji sekalipun, as for me, as for what I have learned, for drug addict, it's so hard for them to return to the right path. So kena ingat tu, awak tak boleh mengubah orang. Sebab kalau awak nak mengubah lah, awak akan jadi rosak. Malam tadi saya baru sembang dengan seorang kawan saya. He's very excellent. He's just 32 years old. They got promoted after this, gaji dia dekat 20,000. Umur 32, gaji 20,000. I thought that his family is very, very happy family. He got 3 kids. And suddenly he tells me that diorang nak bercerai. Macam biar betul saya katakan. And then suddenly this because of this. The point there is jangan ubah orang. Tak boleh. Sebab tu in Islam way lah actually, especially tugas suami tu mendidik isteri. So bukan tugas isteri mendidik suami. Kalau isteri nak suami ikut isteri, dah terbalik tugas isteri mendidik suami. Dah lain. Tu saya pelik. Kita ni confused. We are in a state of confusing, you know. Most of the girls or women ask men to didik, to teach them about the good things lah. But in practicality, in reality, most of the women try to teach their husband or their partners. So it's not dia berlanggar, dia confused tau. Dia confused. Kalau you nak husband jadi leader, you kena follow lah leader. You tak boleh suruh husband jadi leader, tapi leader dengar cakap you. Tak boleh. Tapi you boleh support. You can give your opinion. That is the function of supporter to the leader. And the leader need to make a decision based on his knowledge. That's why kena pilih orang-orang yang bijak sebagai couple, partner. Supaya bila ada masalah, dia punya idea tu yang bagus-bagus. Bukannya cari pasal bergaduh dan sebagainya. Cari pasangan yang bijak, yang ada knowledge. So itulah nak ubah. The thing is I just want to give you this advice because one day you'll be a teacher kan. So it's so hard to change people. Dah terbukti, it's proven just now. You yourself still cannot count in hexadecimal even after 14 weeks. You see, padahal I've taught you 4 types of numbers: hexadecimal, octal, decimal, binary, and how to count using this system. But again, you still use the decimal. You are not using the hexa, octal, and binary. Only 4. This is what we call adaptation. So the good individual, the excellent individual can adapt with the situation as fast as they could. You campak ke mana-mana, you boleh hidup. Campaklah mana. That one is survival. That one is very excellent people. So you need to adapt with the current environment surrounding. You need, if you want to be adaptable, so you need to easy to change lah. Easy to change your mind, your anything, okay, that comes to you. You can just adapt with it by flexible yourself. So this one, the issue here is X is represented hexadecimal, but you still count the number in decimal. Itu basic tau dalam kelas ni. That's the first thing, kid. Earlier this class, when I asked you to list the label, I repeat about before I wait for you for the answer. I already repeat 3 or 4 times the definition of label. You can see how I try to make you understand. I think I already use the clear words, clear sentence, but you still do a mistake. Okay, and then I try to justify or correct your understanding. And again, another mistake happened for the for the 5 times, for the 5th times. And then again, someone tell me about the
Saya tak dengar.
okay, dengar tak?
Baru dengar.
Ni mikrofon ni buat problem. Okay, never mind. So next time, okay, kalau persyarat kesimpulan yang saya nak cakap adalah my conclusion is after this, if the lecturer ask you question, jangan cemas, don't be afraid, because they ask you after they give you the answer. They already give you the answer. That's why they ask you. And then from there, you manipulate the knowledge that they give you to create the answer. Tu je. Tak susah pun. Dia biasanya, normally the content, before they ask you a question, the content that they delivered to you maybe within 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And then there must be a question over there. If the lecturer do not ask you question, it means the lecturer ignore you. It doesn't care. Either you accept, you receive, or not the knowledge. That's the problem. So for me, I'm asking you question because I don't want to wasting my time giving you a lot of things, but suddenly you know nothing. So for me, quality over quantity. So it's okay to be less information, but you get it full information, instead of giving you a lot of knowledge, but you only get less. So that is what I want to tell you about the first pass. So if the BLKW2, it means there is 2 line of location that will provide there. So because of it is 2 line will be provided, will be created. So the instruction after 3057 is 3059. Okay, and then following by A, B, C, D towards the end lah. How about if the BLKW followed by 0? What do you think? From the information and knowledge I already gave you, so what do you think if the BLKW followed by 0? What happened to the next address?
It ends.
Depends. What do you mean by depends?
No, I mean it goes to N.
It goes to N. Oh, okay. My question is, what would happen to the instruction in Andrew field X0006? So what is the location for the instruction? If you say that is straight away to the end, so it means the instruction of Andrew field 0006 will not be executed. But the issue is, if we don't want the instruction to be executed, we need to use branch. And now we have no branch. So it doesn't relate to anything that relate to branch. You know this already. I've teach you. Okay, so that one is not practical. The answer is not practical. Okay, what is another justification? Other justification that you can tell me? Primula. Premila, sorry. Premila ni demam, dia sakit hari ni. Fatin Nabila.
Yes, sir. Same address.
Sorry?
Same address.
Jadi, alamat apa maksud dia tu?
X3, dia jadi X3057 juga.
Dekat mana?
Dekat andrew.phil.
Okay. Dekat N? What is the address for N?
N3058.
Okay, good. So that is bagus. That is the correct answer. Okay, so the instruction got the similar memory address location. So that is how the BLKW works. 0, we already see what is happening if it is 0 and what's happening if it is 1 and 2. Okay. Now for the example there, we BLKW1. Okay, here we have Andrew here, Andrew 3058 is mean this one is 1. Okay, how about dot fill? What is happening? Okay, what is happening if dot fill 006? Okay, this one, okay, the machine language for this X006 is like this: 0000 0000 8 0000 12 0110 6. So this is what is happening when this instruction is being executed lah. So the machine code for the field.006 is like this. So 0, 0, 0, and we have 0110 is 6. For this one just now, okay, what is happening is it's create one line of an empty memory. 16-bit, one word, 4, 8, 12, 16. So this is BLKW1. If BLKW2, it will become like this. One more line here. So that is why this will become 9, because 8 is here. X3058. Okay. This one is BLKW2. Okay. If BLKW0, it is within the same line. So this Andrew will be execute this, okay, the same line, the same line if BLKW0. Okay. So back to, okay. Okay, this one, this is what is happening when BLKW is followed by 1. So it only has one line of instruction, which is consists of empty, one line. Okay, settle. So that is how we, okay, let's say we have 2 here, we change the 6 with 8 maybe. So this will, the machine code for this one is like this lah. Like that. So that is how the field works. So I already teach you the org.end.blkw and .field. Okay, you got that? Faham tak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about tab code? Do you still remember how the tab code changed into the machine code? Still remember or not? Let's say,
Yes.
okay, let's say we have X23. How to change X23 into machine code? Nik Hasni.
Yes, sir.
Nah, mana jawapannya? Saya tunggu.
Tidak remember.
Apa tu?
Saya tak ingat lah, sir.
Kenapa tak ingat? Awak study tak lepas kelas?
Kadang-kadang je study.
Kadang-kadang study. Awak bayangkan saya tengah penat-penat. nak bercakap tapi you all lupa. Aku agak-agak, you all rasa apa perasaan saya?
Sedih. Sebab dapat student macam ni.
Kenapa saya sedih? Agak-agak kenapa saya sedih?
Sebab saya dah banyak bagi.
Sebab saya dah ajar tapi tak tahu juga. Memang sedih lah. Daripada semangat terus tak ada semangat. And okay, Nur Eliza, macam mana nak tukar X23 kepada machine language? Nur Eliza?
Yes, sir.
Mana? Kita dah buat ni chapter 5 ni. Apa dia?
Saya tak ingat.
Tak ingat juga. Kalau ramai yang tak ingat, kita, if a lot of you are not memorize how to change strap code to machine language, I think I want to stop this class lah. Belajar sendiri je lah habis cerita Okay, tak tanya lagi. Kalau ramai yang tak dapat jawab, kita end up je lah, just learn on your own lah Nur Atikah?
Saya tak ingat lah, sir.
Tak ingat juga. Nur Azrina? Nur Azrina? Mana Nur Azrina pergi ni? Nur Azrina, korang ni nak belajar ke tak nak? Ni ke yang hantar adik tadi ni? Viknis? Viknis, where are you?
Sudah. Tak ingat juga Doktor.
Kalau semua jawab tak ingat, saya end up kelas, saya belajar sendiri Nurul Aisyah?
Kejap Doktor, saya cuba cari nota.
Baru nak cari. Zhang Kaizing? How to change X23 into machine code? Zhang Kaizing?
Doctor.
Waiting for your answer. Don't remember. Muhammad apa ni? Muhammad Firdaus apa ni? Muhammad Hafiz. Muhammad Hafiz Muhammad Hafiz. Muhammad Hafiz? Muhammad Hafizuddin. Wujud ke tak wujud Muhammad Hafiz ni?
Ada sir.
Okay. Apa dia? Bagaimana convert? Saya tak marah pun, jangan takut. X23 kepada binary, kepada machine language. Tak tahu juga. Muhammad Firdaus?
Tak ingat sir.
Okay, tak ingat. Muhammad Firdaus? Firdaus, where are you? Eloklah tu, keluar masuk. Okay, Jun Zian Lee.
Yes, Doctor.
So what's the answer?
Use the change 23 to 0.0.1.0.0.0.1.1.
Slowly. Repeat the answer again.
Change 23 to 0.0.1.0.0.1.1.
Is it 16-bit already?
Huh?
How many bit that you use?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
So it's wrong. Correct your answer. Ding Ali. Ding Ali?
Yes, sir. Is 100011.
Wrong. Anis Natasha.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Hmm. Nah, mana jawapannya? Anis Natasha.
I put the opcode first, I think.
What's the answer?
11110000, and then change 23 to 0010011. Sorry, sir, I'm not feeling well.
Okay. Not feeling well, but your answer is well. Barulah seorang dapat jawab, From 18 of you, only one can answer the question. How about the others? I asked you the simplest question. There is no calculation. You no need to add PC with offset with 1. It just asks you to change 23 into machine code. Only one can answer. How about others? Then, I feel demotivated sebenarnya. I feel so demotivated because today is the last class. And suppose make a conclusion about the course today by the conclusion is about how to translate the language into machine code. Okay, so suppose you know the scope, you already know the numbers. Only three types of instruction, and 3 type of we have assembly directive, trap codes, and we have opcode, the data movement, the operating instruction. Only that. Not so many things to be remembered, and the notes in front of you. Okay, and I did give you the knowledge, the content, but you are not doing your part. That is the problem. Now, so I feel so very demotivated with the way how you want to improve yourself. Entahlah, saya tak tahu cakap apa Tak apalah, lantaklah suka hati korang lah So for pass 2, we change the code into machine language. So we will change line by line, this line into machine code. So to your opinion, how to translate this? I'm sure that you can answer this. Never mind. So we just change the address 3050 into machine language. It will become like this. I'll straightly give you the answer because I don't want to talk anymore. For this one, how to translate this into machine language? This one is 3 because 3 and then we have 0 here and then we have 5 here. 5, sorry, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Okay, we have this one is 5, and then we have 0 here. What's next? We will stop our class at 4 o'clock. I want to take a break. So what's the Malaysian language for this one? At least show me your try, your effort.
First, the LD opcode.
Mhm.
LD opcode is 0010,
Mhm.
and then destination is 01.
Sorry?
Yeah, 01.
01.
001.
001. No? See how we can collaborate to get the answer. This one is apa nama mentioned by and then continue with something that's wrong, so it helps spot by the one of you. So that's what we call cooperation. If you can't do one things on your own, please cooperate to get the correct things. Anything you need to cooperate. So what's next? In the ISA table, what's next? What it tells
PC
you?
offset 9.
PC offset 9. So how many bit that we want to fulfill here?
9.
9. So we already have 2 and 5.
7.
7. So 7 plus 9 is 16. So PC offset 9, and we use the information that we get released in the symbol table. So what is the current address for this instruction? For this line, what's the current address?
3050.
3050. Kenapa seorang saja yang jawab? What happened to others? Tak faham ke apa? Confused ke apa? Ke tak masuk dalam kepala? Which one? Awak tak faham apa yang confused tu? The number zero zero one zero 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 one. Tell her. How do you get that?
0010 is LD. Sorry, the opcode for LD, and then 001 is the register.
Faham ke? Terus faham. So tadi confused sebab apa? Suara saya tersekat-sekat sebab internet. Okay. So tadi confused sebab apa? Okay, tersekat-sekat. So yang confused tadi sebab bukan awak lah. Siapa yang confused? Saya just nak tahu kenapa confused. I just want to assess what is the factor that contribute to that situation. Kenapa confused yang tadi tu? Siapa yang confused tadi? Tadi yang tanya tadi siapa? Dok Ilana Okey, oleh kerana ramai yang tak confused bila saya tanya confused ke tidak. Okey, apa yang kita nak buat dalam tu? The current address is 3050. So how to get the value of offset 9? Instead, I'm sure that you have an idea. I'm sure you have an idea because by nature, all of us has an idea. Either we are brave enough to speak it out, or we just follow others. So how to get the value of offset? I already give the current value there, the current address 3050. And then what do you think?
Uh, three. I think it should be based on 3058.
Okay, you think that it should be based on, okay, bagus. I like that hujah tu, your the justification. Okay, it's related to 3058. Why did you say so?
Because Andrew is also at 3058.
Okay, good. Very easy kan? Simple je. You tengok tu macam, okay, you just tengok, oh ada Andrew, oh there are Andrew up there and Andrew down there. It must be related. So like that je. Only like that. Okay. So 3058 minus 3050. See, as easy as that. So what is the range from 3080 to 80 pula? 858 to 50?
8.
8. Okay, 8. So 8 is a combination. Okay, listen, 8 is a combination of PC plus 1. Okay, means that current PC, PC plus 1. So what you can apply here, implement here, if the real value is equal to PC plus 1.
I think needs to minus 1 also.
Okay, so what is the conclusion that, or the answer that you can give here?
7.
Okay. So what is the representation for 7? 0, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0. 0. And then 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay. Tengok macam mana justify his answer ya. It's very simple and in sequence, one by one. First of all, he tried to connect the Andrew, both Andrew there. There must be something there because Andrew and Andrew. How come Andrew and number is not logic? Normally you can see Andrew and Andrew. Of course, it has relation. So when he start with that foundation, I can trigger him by asking him the next question. By giving him hint 3050 at first stage. And then he by himself saying that it has relation. So the address for that, the next line that have Andrew is 3058. So that is from him. And then for me as a teacher, I just changed the place 3058 minus 3050, and then ask him how far the first Andrew and the second Andrew, and tells me that we need to deduct 3058 and 50. See how I follow my student step by step so that he can get that answer. That is why I need your response. I won't give you the answer because I want you to think, and the level of thinking in my class is very simple. Just to make a relation without doing anything, any calculation or any, it's very easy. And I will help you to get the answer towards the end. See now, understand what I'm trying to tell him. How to change this instruction into machine language or machine code. So what's next? Already give the first example. He open up the road for us. So what's next? The second line. Please use the experience in giving your answer.
Zero, zero, 1, 0.
Siapa tu? Saya tak dapat nama.
Aisyah.
Aisyah, okay, 001. Azra, Aisyah background apa Aisyah? You degree apa? Program apa?
Perniagaan.
Okay, 0010.
010.
010.
000000 ada 6 kali. Lepas tu 100.
Macam mana awak tahu tu?
Sebab
Kita buat
305.
buat sama-sama. Sebab ada kawan yang tak tahu, dia lambat sikit, tak apa. Macam mana awak buat tu?
Sebab macam tadi ambil yang Andrew tu kan, so mesti ada kaitan dengan yang 3057 yang number.
Okay, bagi tahu terus. Just let us
Okay,
know. Help your friend. Okay.
3057 minus
30. Pelan-pelan saya nak tarik. Okay. Minus.
and then we got
3051.
3051.
We got 6 and then
That's 6. And then sebabkan 3051 ni tak kira kan, so dia just ambil 5 je kan sir?
ambil 5 je.
Maksudnya dia punya binary number tu macam mana nak cakap?
I already just to give the justification to Andrew. Ada apa nama just now. So what you need to do after you calculate the range? So what's next? 7.16 and then bukan pada binary. Before that, apa yang saya
Ada tolak 1 tapi saya macam tadi sekat-sekat tapi saya faham dia kena tolak 1 sebab dia kira start daripada 52, 53, 54 tu ada just ada 5 je. Macam mana nak cakap?
tak, bukan macam tu. No. The justification is not like that. Andrew pula. Can you tell them?
Because the answer is PC plus offset 9. So needs to minus PC, which is 1.
That one is need to be repaired. Correction. PC is equal to PC plus 1. If you still remember, you guys, that's why kata kena study. Kalau tak study, you terlupa. Terlupa. You tend to forget everything that we have learned. If you want to, it is in chapter 5 when we want to calculate the next address, especially the offset one. We need to do current access PC plus macam mana the current PC plus offset plus 1. That is the justification. Current PC plus offset plus 1. The value of offset is in the code, but to plus 1 it is outside of the code. So now we want to create the code. So the value that we get is a combination of the offset and plus 1. So to get the real value need to minus 1. Itu jawapan dia. Sebab tu kena study. So now we got 6. 7 plus 1 is 6. And what's next?
Next, convert to binary.
Sebelum convert buat apa? 7/1 6. So sebelum convert 6 ke binary buat apa? 7 minus 1 is 6. So before we convert 6 to binary, what we need to do? Tak study. Apa kita nak buat?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Aku tu sekali tak nak study. So what is the value that we need to change to the machine code?
5.
5.
So then we change the 5 into machine code. So what is the representation of 5? Using
0.
how many bit that I want to represent? Use
9.
So,
000 ada 6 and then 101.
sebut satu-satu. Saya nak awak sebut satu-satu.
Okay. 000000101.
Pelan-pelan saya nak type ni. Kena sabar. Saya mengajar korang ni sabar
Sorry.
tau.
Sorry,
Saya mengajar awak semua ni slow-slow. Satu-satu. Kalau saya ajar laju-laju macam ni, sampai kesudah korang tak faham. So, ajar satu-satu kawan-kawan awak ni ya, yang malas nak study ni.
Sorry, sir. 00 00 00 101.
Cukup tak 16?
Cukup.
So what's next?
Zero one.
Ini orang lain pula, saya tak nak awak. Has its own experience with me, and you have your own experience with me by the with the help help, and anyone can proceed to change this code into machine language and sharing her or his experience with me and your friends. Tak berani lagi. 2 contoh, 3 contoh dah bagi, 2 contoh dah buat dekat atas. How come you can answer even one single question? Saya nak cuba Hafiz lah. Boleh Hafiz? Hafiz?
Yes, sir.
Cuba tukar tu.
Saya boleh lagi satu contoh, sir.
Tak boleh. Sebab dah ada 3. Biasanya kita ni 3 kali dah okey dah sepatutnya. Tak betul lagi. Ding Ali.
Yes, sir.
0101.
0101
Wait. 0101
and 100.
100 is 4, dear.
011.
011. More?
And SR is 011.
011. Then?
Uh, 000.
Okay, this one, the first N or the second N?
First one.
It's 4 o'clock.
How do you justify that this is the first one?
Because it said initially 0 is a sharp 0.
Where?
X
Oh, sharp
3
0.
0 file 2.
Okay, because it state there sharp 0.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the difference between sharp 0 and R3 in the terms of how it expressed? I mean, it's it's written. What is different? What is the difference?
Different for R3 and sharp 0.
Okay, so R3 and sharp 0 is different. One thing is a R and one more side is sharp. So look at the ISA table. It
Yes.
states there bit 6 to 8 is SR and bit 210 is SR. So it has difference between the R and the sharp there. And try to compare the second end. How about the SR1 and the second operand? It has different.
It's different.
It has different. So which one you're going to use? The first one, the second one. The first one has no different. Both are SR. The second one has different SR and IM.
Oh, so use second for
Use
just.
the second. So that is how we think.
Yes,
That
sorry.
is what we think. You see it's different. R3 and sharp
yes.
0 is two different things. It's actually this advice is for all of you. All of you, not only implement to you, Ding. All of you. If you see the difference, so make sure it has different with the template. You cannot fix something that has different to the template that has no different. You can do that. You can't do that. Okay. So what is the next bit, Ding?
Next bit is 1.
1. Okay. And then?
And the file bit is 50.
50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it.
Is it right?
Later we'll check together.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's already 4 o'clock. Okay, I think we need to take a break because I need to pray first. I'm not performed solat yet. So we will get back at a quarter after 4, 5:50, 4:15, 4:15, yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, bye. Okay, we are back. Can you, semua ada kat situ? Everybody there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, we proceed with the next line, which
Yes,
is, okay, thank you. So we proceed with the next line, 3053. I would like to call upon Muhammad Hafizuddin. Boleh tak buat? 3053. Hafizuddin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, buat satu-satu. Tukarkan update sedikit demi sedikit. Okay, boleh mulakan Hafizuddin? Hafizuddin?
Kosong 010.
Buat satu-satu.
Satu. 0.
Tak buat, tukar satu-satu. Opcode dulu, kemudian register one by one. Mana Hafizuddin?
Maksudnya saya tukar satu.
Simple, ini soalan paling simple ni. Dia bukan, tak perlu kira
yes.
offset. Dia direct terus, pre-instruction. Dia direct, sangat direct. Very simple, the most simplest sentence, instruction dalam code ni. Tak boleh jawab Hafizuddin. Hafizuddin ada masalah ke Hafizuddin?
Ada, sir.
Actually saya jarang nampak nama awak dalam kelas ni. Jadi saya tanya awak ada masalah ke? Kalau awak perlukan seseorang untuk bercakap, untuk apa, bercakap tentang masalah awak. I'm here, you can WhatsApp me. Salah masalah apa-apa pun belajar ke apa kan, sebab bila lelaki sama lelaki kan mungkin ada something yang you nak. I don't know. Soalan ni actually, soalan ni saya tanya awak sebab soalan ni satu mudah, dia tak libatkan kata with direct translation, and then we have learned this in chapter 5 and 6 as well. Banyak kita pakai ni. So kalau awak ada dalam minggu sini dan awak follow all the content, awak boleh jawab ni, senang je. Rugilah kan kalau awak dah datang UPSI tapi tak attend kelas. Awak bayar yuran tiap-tiap semester tau. Rugi kalau awak tak dapat apa-apa. Okay, kita nak tanya orang lain lah. Saya tanya, I want to ask, Primila, are you there? Remy demam ni. Tak rasa dah masuk ke belum? Prem, are you there? Tak masuk lagi lah tu. Okay, never mind. Nur Azrina.
Yes, sir.
Okay, buat. 3053. Nur Azrina? Macam mana ni seorang pun tak boleh ni, senang sangat ni. Contoh, ada 4 contoh dekat atas tu. Takkan tak boleh buat lagi.
0, 0, 0,
Ulang balik.
0, 0, 0,
000 tu untuk apa? Mewakili apa? Siapa yang jawab ukut itu? Orang-orang yang sama ke orang yang lain? Saya tak nampak nama. Nur Azrina. Nur Iliana. Kalau awak kata mewakili ukut, Azrina kata 001. 001 cukup untuk mewakili ukut? Ajar je balik. Sebut dengan betul. Tak cukup bit salah tau. So Nur Azrina, what's that?
0, 0, 0, 1.
Okay, lagi?
0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0.
Okay, good. Susah ke? Nur Azrina, susah tak?
Tak.
Senang je kan? Tapi satulah, kena rajin lah. Maksudnya kena rajin, kena ambil tahu lah. Gila, tak datang kelas. Saya boleh je, saya boleh bar beberapa orang pelajar dalam kelas ni. I can bar some of the student in this class. I can avoid you guys to sit for the exam and you can fail automatically. I can do that. Saya boleh buat. Siapa yang tak datang, siapa yang tak participate, siapa yang tak volunteer, semua tu saya boleh buat. But I'm avoiding myself to do that. Saya avoid. Sebab apa saya avoid? Sebab saya kasihan. Kenapa ada lagi student yang malas? Tahu tak, hidup ni tentang competition. This life is about survival, competition, but you are doing nothing. Saya boleh bar ada 2-3 orang nama ni, saya memang boleh bar sangat-sangat. Terus fail, senang hidup saya. But I won't do that. Jadi bila orang buat baik dengan kita, kenapa kita buat jahat dengan orang? Saya tak bar you all daripada exam. Kenapa you all tak study untuk kelas saya? Korang tidak adil. Ingat ni, keadilan tu boleh dituntut dekat akhirat. Saya boleh tuntut keadilan tu depan Tuhan. Jadi tak takut ke dalam kelas buat masalah, dekat luar buat masalah, dalam family buat masalah, dengan kawan-kawan buat masalah? Tak takut ke dengan kematian? Jadi bila orang buat baik dengan kita buat baik dengan orang. Saya dah saja elok-elok kan. Tadilah, I give you everything. I teach you slowly, very slow, one by one, because I know your background. If you still remember early of this class, I already asked you your background because I want to adapt with you, your background. Some of you from Bahasa, from Perniagaan just now, from counselling. Counselling is already dropped this paper. Why? Because they're not studying. You need to know that the learning process is not about the content, not only about the content, it's about the cognitive. Kenapa kena pergi sekolah? Kenapa kena masuk universiti? It's about cognitive. Nak asah otak tu, to sharpen your cognitive, you know. Untuk asah otak tu jadi tajam, supaya lebih bijak, survival. That is the purpose of learning. The contents comes next. Kalau awak ambil mathematics, dia nak asah awak mathematical punya cognitive skill. If you took bahasa in language, so the course want you to polish, to sharpen your language skill for survival, untuk hidup. And for computer is to sharpen your psychomotor skill, because actually IT and mathematics have connection. So that's why it's a lot of mathematics. If you took IT, it's a lot of you need to take more mathematics subject, because it's calculation, it's about numbers. So saya tak tahu masalah you agak. Sebenarnya saya aware tentang study online. Banyak di Twitter, di Instagram, students talking about how hard to study online. Tak susah pun, actually tak susah. Senang. Yang susah ni sebenarnya sebab tak dapat kerjasama daripada student. Itu yang saya buat. Kalau tengok saya okey, saya relax je, sebenarnya saya tahu kalau saya cakap apa-apa pun, guna pensyarah, guna apa cara pendekatan sekalipun, student yang bermasalah tetap akan menyalahkan kaedah pembelajaran. Study online susah, tak nampak muka. No. Saya dah cuba, saya dah 2 tahun PKP, macam-macam cara saya cuba dan memang itulah yang saya dapat. Saya bersabar, saya ajar satu-satu pun student tak faham juga. Bila saya korek balik, tak study. That is the point. Kalau face to face pun you tak study, sama je. Reason you belajar kata ada masalah sebab study online dengan pelajar yang study face to face tapi result dia teruk, sama je reasonnya. Masalah pembelajaran, masalah sebenar-benarnya adalah yourself, diri sendiri. Rugilah sepatutnya online ni you score 4 flat tau. Semua paper score A. Sebab apa? Sebab pensyarah pun kesiankan kamu. Exam pun penilaian akhir tak ada kena guna otak banyak sangat. Awak tahu tak, kalau you kena attend exam face to face, awak kena study dan hafal banyak point tau. Buat assessment, final assessment yang ni tak perlu guna banyak akal pun. It's up to you, senang. I tak tahu what is your Ialah masalah malas tu je, malas. Awak tengok, okey je. Maaflah, saya bukan nak racist ya. Saya mengajar dah 20 tahun tau. Saya mengajar a lot of races, Arab pun ada. You know what? Walaupun dalam kelas saya majority Melayu, sama bangsa dengan saya, and I use Malay language, but the students that score my paper is Chinese. Sometimes I use Lorat, Lorat Perak, Lorat Kedah, Penang, and again, the student that score my paper is Chinese. What is the point here? Apa sebenarnya berlaku? Malas. Yang peliknya bila kita kata malas, lawan kita balik. Mana ada Melayu malas? Melayu itu rajin. Hello. Cakap tak guna, kena tunjuk. Kemudian masing-masing dah tunjuk, hanya ada je Melayu yang rajin. Yes, tapi dia punya nilai sama dengan minority. Walaupun Melayu tu majority, tapi yang quality dia sama dengan yang minority. Letaklah 10 orang Melayu pun, letaklah satu orang bangsa lain, yang satu bangsa lain tu dapat A, yang 10 orang ni pun satu juga dapat A. Dia bukan 5 orang, tak. Dia dapat satu juga. That is the problem with my race. Terus terang saya cakap, saya dah mengajar 20 tahun. Ada je Melayu yang rajin, tapi Melayu rajin ni dia perangai dia macam Chinese. Rajin, dia lincah, dia semangat dia nak belajar macam Chinese. Chinese pun ada juga yang tak rajin, tapi dia minority, dia sikit je yang tak rajin, yang rajin tu banyak. Apa sebenarnya berlaku? Kalau Indian dia half-half. Kadang-kadang ramai yang okey, kadang-kadang ramai yang tak okey. Yang ni saya tak tahu kenapa, tapi dia kalau ramai okey, biasanya semua akan jadi okey. Itu yang saya nampak. Kenapa jadi macam tu? Sebab malas. Buku tak nak buka. Kelas tak nak datang. Apa sebenarnya you all cari? You all muda lagi tak nampak tau. Satu hari nanti, you all akan menyesal dengan apa yang you all buat. You akan nampak kepentingan ilmu. Bukan sebab A, it's not because of A on your transcript. It's about your cognitive skill. Macam mana you diajar untuk mengasah cognitive you. Itu sebenarnya. Jangan cakap, sir, esok nanti saya bekerja sebagai cikgu saja, tak perlu pandai-pandai sangat. Siapa kata cikgu tak perlu pandai? Cognitive skill is about survival. It's not about knowledge sahaja. No. Tak study memang tak dapat lah. Kalau you jenis tak study and then dalam kelas you cekap, maksudnya bila saya tanya you tahu dekat mana dia punya point, you boleh buka selak buku dan tengok, tak apa. Ni sekarang selak pun tak reti, tak tahu page berapa. Page pun tak tahu. Masuk kelas dengar bebe keluar. Minggu depan masuk kelas bebe keluar. Macam robot. Sebenarnya kelas ni dibuat untuk awak, bukan untuk saya tau. Kelas ni mengajar ni untuk awak, bukan untuk saya. Kenapa awak tak nak accept bila orang nak bagi? Datang kelas tu bukan untuk orang yang rajin, tapi untuk student. Kalau awak rasa awak student, awak datang kelas. Kalau awak rasa awak AJK masjid, pergi masjid. Kalau awak rasa awak polis, pergi balai polis kerja. Kalau awak rasa student, awak attend kelas. Buatlah, studylah sebagai seorang student. Kenapa awak sebagai seorang student tapi awak tak nak bertindak sebagai seorang student? Apa nilai student dalam hidup awak? Awak tahu awak student tapi awak tak tahu nilai student tu apa. Kalau awak rasa awak tak nak belajar, janganlah belajar. Awak jadilah chef ke? Awak kerja sebagai chef, awak pergilah restoran masak. Awak nak jadi apa? Yang tak ada degree. So awak tak nak ambil degree, awak tak nak belajar kan? Awak nak jadi kerani, pergilah kerja kerani. Dan bekerjalah sebagai seorang kerani. Kenapa awak tak nak? Awak nak jadi student tapi awak tak nak ambil tindakan sebagai seorang, macam awak nak jadi seorang perempuan yang baik tapi awak tak jadi perempuan, awak nak jadi lelaki. Kalau awak nak jadi bondan macam tu. Macam dia tak sequence, dia tak parallel, dia tak selari. Bila soalan paling mudah pun tak boleh buat, what do you expect? Awak nak apa daripada saya? Saya pernah tanya seorang student, dia kata tak apalah saya nak lulus je. Ya Allah, betapa rendahnya matlamat hidup awak. Agaknya mati esok dia nak neraka paling bawah kot. Ke neraka paling atas. Dia tak nak syurga, nak neraka paling atas. Kenapa matlamat macam tu? Kenapa lemah sangat? Kenapa tak nampak jalan sangat? Hidup awak ni untuk apa sebenarnya? Yang ramai-ramai ni. Saya tak tahu nak cakap macam, saya tak marah tapi saya pelik dan sedih lah macam siapa cakap tadi. Pasal pelik dan sedih sebab saya dah bagi sebaik mungkin. Satu-satu saya ajar sampai kelas pun kadang-kadang lebih pukul 5. Korang yang nak end up kelas sangat. Korang nak cepat habiskan kelas sebab ada kelas lain tapi tak pandai-pandai juga. Kalau kata saya seorang jenis yang last minute, tak apalah last minute, tapi kenapa last minute tu langsung kosong? Last minute tu awak nak charge handphone pun take some time. If you want to charge handphone, you cannot charge handphone within 1 minute and then 0 to 100. No, cannot. Kena buat sikit-sikit. Kalau awak kata awak study last minute, at least you know something now, but you know nothing. Macam kosong, macam masuk kosong. Kenapa jadi macam tu? Nanti, I nak test lagi. I nak tengok siapa sebenarnya yang kosong ni. Vignesh. I would like to call upon his name. Vignesh. Cuba you buat. The next line. Vignesh, are you there?
Yes, okay.
Do this. Vignesh 3054. And then I would like to call upon for 3055. Apa ni? Zhang Kaizing 3055. Zhang Kaizing, are you there? Zhang Kaizing, are you there?
Doctor 41.
3055. Okay, you do 3055. Okay, now Vignesh buat 3054.
I'm not sure.
Not sure? How come you're not sure? We already do the 3050 and 51. It's similar concept. So use the similar concept to find out the machine code for 3055. That one is for Zhang Kaizing. And for Vignesh, we look for Vignesh first. Witness, what's the answer? Not the answer. What's the representation of the code, machine code?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
Senang je jawab not sure. At least you do something lah. Tukarlah sikit-sikit. Janganlah not sure. Sekarang aku kick daripada kelas ni sekarang baru tahu. Langsung tak nak cuba. Cuba sikit. Jangan buat saya marah, Witness ya. Tak nak cuba langsung.
The answer is X3055.
Wait, Kaizeng. We are talking about 3054 first. One by one.
Yeah.
I tell you earlier because I want to get ready. I want you to get ready. Only that. Okay, Witness, do that. What is the opcode for add, Witness? What is the opcode for add, Witness? Ini ke orang yang hantar teks dekat saya kata saya cuba belajar bersungguh-sungguh bla 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 bla. Ini ke orangnya nak dapatkan opcode add pun tak tahu. Kenapa dekat WhatsApp janji macam-macam dengan saya and again you did the same thing, similar mistake again and again. Awak nak saya bar daripada exam ke, Witness?
No, Doctor.
You say no, but what you did, what you are doing now?
So I'm trying, but I
What you are trying now? How come you don't know? We already do the example. We already execute the class for 15 weeks, and you say no. You don't know the simple question. I only ask you one single thing, not all the overall instruction. Only the opcode for add. Only that. Korang ni memang muka-muka nak minta fail lah. Tak apa, it's okay. I mark this name, Witness Hafizuddin. Cuba buat. Kalau tak boleh juga, Hafizuddin pun saya nak failkan. Saya cakap direct, Hafizuddin pun saya akan failkan juga kalau tak dapat jawapan. Jangan sesiapa tolong Hafizuddin. Saya haramkan korang tolong Hafizuddin. Biar dia buat sendiri. Saya dah marah dah ni. Jadi simple pun tak boleh buat. Hafizuddin. 3054.
0001.
And then?
Then 001. Then 001. One six time.
Macam mana awak dapat negatif 1 tu 1111? Makwa dia jangan tolong Girlfriend Hafiz dia jangan tolong dia. Kalau tolong saya failkan awak juga. Saya warning Macam mana dapat 1111 untuk negatif 1? Let me know. Tell me. Siapa yang tolong awak?
Ini saya search nota saya.
Search nota. Macam mana? So awak tak tahulah macam mana negatif 1 tu diperolehi?
Yang belakang yang
5 kali 1 tu?
5 kali 1 tu saya tak faham sangat. Yang depan tu occurred.
Untuk pengetahuan awak, soalan
Hati-hati.
ni soalan paling mudah yang ada dalam paper yang saya buat untuk final exam. Kalau ini pun awak tak, kalau awak dapat separuh ni je dalam exam, semua salah tau. Kalau belakang ni awak tak dapat, depan awak dapat, belakang awak tak dapat, awak dikira salah. Okay. So yang tu saya nak beritahu. So please be careful with your final exam. Kalau fail jangan salahkan saya, salahkan diri sendiri. And again, jangan buat report, jangan bagi nilai-nilai yang teruk untuk saya punya penilaian pembelajaran semester. I mark you. Siapa yang bagi markah teruk memang saya failkan terus. Orang yang bermasalah, not me. Kalau kata sir punya content tak cukup, sir buat ni, sir buat tu, nota tak cukup, semua salah sendiri. Jangan salahkan orang lain. Once I caught you, bukan you sajalah, semua every one of you, siaplah. Jumpa SEM depan memang saya failkan juga. Buatlah memang Paper ni saya dah mengajar 20 tahun. Saya mengajar paper ni since 2003. So macam-macam orang dah saya jumpa, macam-macam student dah saya jumpa. Even PKP pun dah macam-macam batch saya jumpa. Saya rasa batch ni yang tak tahu nak cakap lah, pandai-pandai korang lah. Sekarang kalau saya cakap sekarang, alah pensyarah biasalah jumpa batch ni, dia kata batch ni paling teruk. Batch. Budak-budak sekarang memang macam tu. Dia pandai bercakap dia tak sedar diri. Ramai yang macam tu. Bila pensyarah kata batch ni paling teruk, dia balik. Pensyarah memang macam tu. Bila jumpa SEM depan, dia kata SEM depan tu yang paling teruk. Dia kata macam tu. Pandai-pandai dia bercakap. Terpulang lah terpulang. Esok ke akhirat, tanggunglah masing-masing. Mulut masing-masing sendiri tanggung. Okay, BRP again. Zhang Kaizeng.
Yeah. The answer is 0, 0.
How many zeros?
4.
Yeah.
No. 6.
Hey, what? Change one by one. Use the template. Okay, what is the opcode for branch? What is the opcode for branch?
Yeah, it's 6, 0 and
No. I want you to change it one by one. What is the opcode for branch?
Okay.
一个怎么样？一个
Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
No, only 4 0. Kazeng. Only
Yeah.
4 0, not 6. Okay, next. What is the code for the condition?
And 1. Next. I think the next still is 0. Yeah, 0. And 1. 1. 1. 1. 1, 1, 1. And 1, 1, 0, 1.
1101.
1, 1, 0, 1. Yeah.
This is more than 16. More than 16.
你再看一下，超16个了。
Those are weights.
Susahlah korang. Can you help me,
Yes.
Can you help me to get the value for the offset?
Value for offset is 1, 1.
Tell me how to calculate the value. Wait.
How to calculate? Branch positive.
This one is already done. The offset. How to calculate the offset?
So it has to be based on the previous one. So if the previous one is positive, then we can do the branch.
No. I mean how to calculate the offset. We want to change the gain into the binary. What should we do? We can calculate the offset, right? offset BRB. Offset 9. So how to calculate the offset 9? Siapa boleh tolong jawab? Tadi kita dah buat banyak kali kan offset ni.
3055 minus 3053. Ke sir?
Siapa yang jawab tu?
Aisyah.
Bagus. Aisyah, Nurul Aisyah. Okay. Nanti Nurul Aisyah PM saya. Orang-orang yang rajin ni saya nak tolong sangat biar dia cepat lulus paper ni. 3055 tolak
3053.
3053. So we got
2.
Tapi kena ingat 2 is the combination of something plus PC plus 1, right?
Right.
So apa nak kena buat?
So minus 1.
Nak minus ke nak tambah?
Sebenarnya kan saya confused sebabnya hari tu saya cakap PC kan kena tambah, kalau ada offset je tak payah kan, kalau PC kan kena plus 1 kan, tapi tadi kan minus.
Kalau PC kita, tapi dekat branch dia PC offset bukan offset.
So PC tambah 1 dah
Lepas tu?
So dia jadi 3.
Dia jadi 3 lah.
So
5 3 lah ni sini.
tadi jadi 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1.
Lah, betul.
Betul.
Okay kan? Okay. So dia tambah 1, dia bukan minus 1 Sebab apa?
Sebab dia ada PC dekat offset dia.
No. Tengok ni tengok ni. Daripada NU nak ke NU sini, from this NU to this NU is from top to the bottom. Top to down. So here and here, top to down. Look at again. Pergi ni pergi mana?
Dekat atas.
Naik atas. Kalau naik atas dia ke belakang kan? Apa beza ke belakang dan ke depan? Kalau ke belakang tambah 1, if forward we plus with 1, what happen if we go back?
Sorry sir.
If from top to bottom is plus 1 and PC equal to PC plus 1, what is happening if from here to the back? We go back. So positive, back, negative. Macam tu je lah. As easy as that.
Sorry sir.
So apa value dekat sini? If positive, from here to here is positive, the value here we need to minus 1. The value back there, we calculate together just now, minus 1. So if you go back from here to here, what we need to do?
Plus
1. So what's the value here?
3.
So that is the justification that I want. Okay. Yang lain yang tak faham tu dah 3-4 kali bukan sekali 2 I repeat so many times, you still not understand. I don't know what is actually happening to you guys. Tak nak study, that is the problem. Next, how? Vignesh, how to change out to the binary code? Vignesh.
Sudah.
Change this into binary code. Mana awak tak marah? Dah lah tak nak belajar, tak nak datang kelas, tapi janji macam-macam. Janganlah bodohkan saya. Vignesh, change this into binary code. Reti juga.
So for 3055, if the current code, shouldn't it be branch until 3058?
Current code, what do you mean?
It should be, if it goes back to 3053, it should be negative, right? But right now it's positive.
It should be, so what's the offset here? What do you think?
I think it should be negative 2.
5553 minus ni negative.
Negative 3.
Negative 3. So find out the representation of negative 3.
1, 1.
1, 0.
Oh no, the back is 101.
100.
No, 101.
3. 101 is 3, are you sure?
Because it should be negative, right? So the front should be 1111.
1111. Negative 3. Negative 3, 011 is 3. So 100 plus 1. 101. Okay. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How? Vignesh.
Uh, 10,
Selamatlah kau 10.
11, and
Apa 1011?
Huh?
Apa opcode untuk trap code?
sorry, Doctor, I can hear you. Hello? Hello, Doctor?
What is the opcode for trap?
1011.
Siapa kata 1011? Where can you check the opcode for the trap code? No, nota pun terkena ajar. Tengoklah perangai kawan awak ni. Dekat mana awak nak refer nota untuk tengok opcode for trap and other opcode? Dekat mana boleh tengok?
Notes.
Which notes? I know, which notes? Macam ni ke nak ambil paper I? Nota pun tak tahu tengok mana. Macam ni nak lulus? Apalah perangai korang. Teruk lah perangai. Kenapa perangai teruk sangat? Dia kalau orang yang susah, katakanlah kita kata, sir, saya tolong mak saya berniaga, saya orang susah. I know, I can admit. Tapi orang susah biasanya akan sedar diri. Dia akan tolong mak dia dan dia akan belajar juga. Itu orang susah. Kalau dia kata, sir, saya tolong mak saya, masa tak ada. Itu bukan orang susah, itu orang malas. Orang susah ni, mak dia tolong, study pun dia buat. Saya dah mengajar 20 tahun, saya jumpa macam-macam orang. Itu sebenarnya orang yang susah tapi ada usaha untuk belajar. Tapi kalau benda simple macam ni pun tak tahu, I don't think that you learn at home. Orang rajin tak macam tu. Firdaus, saya tak tanya Firdaus lagi. Firdaus, where are you? Are you there? Bermasalah lah lelaki dalam kelas saya ni. Firdaus benda tak ada. Tengok hilang. Apa? Dah emergency pula. Ya ke? Firdaus ni pun satu hal juga. Alasan dia banyak tau. Saya tak tahu yang dia kata emergency. Maaflah kalau saya bersangka buruk. Betul ke dengan emergency ada gambar tak? Bapak dia dekat situ tak? Ada gambar bapak dia? Bukan main-main dia dulu datang kelas dia kata accident. Dia hantar gambar motor jatuh. Lepas tu dia ada masalah apa? Ada je drama dia. Korang sebenarnya nak berdrama dengan saya ke apa? Nak drama ke apa? Towards the end ada je masalah dia. Jangan buat saya naik angin. Yang lelaki ni, aku tak tahu masalah dia. Firdaus, Hafizuddin ni jarang nampak muka dia dalam kelas ni. Saya boleh bar dia daripada exam tau. Vignesh saya pernah halang, saya kick dia daripada grup ni. Dia hantar mesej panjang-panjang pada saya, minta maaf dan berjanji nak belajar, nak jadi lebih baik. Ini ke cara nak belajar jadi lebih baik? Jangan tipu saya. Saya cikgu kamu. Dalam agama kamu pun kamu kena hormat kamu punya guru. I am your guru. Kenapa tak hormat saya, Vignesh?
It's not that, Doctor. I'm just trying.
Apa try? Benda simple pun tak jawab, try ke? You are not trying. You are trying to foolish me. You tak tengok langsung ISA table tu. It's not in the note, it's in the ISA table. Itu pun yang tak boleh jawab. Jangan tipu you kata you try. Don't try to lie me. Bermasalah lah korang ni. Kenapa jadi macam ni? Nur Atika, try to help me to change the how into the into the binary code.
Okay. First, 1111. Ini number track 0000, and then convert track to X25 and then dapat 0010 0101.
Semudah itu. Apa yang jadi budak yang belajar dengan tak belajar. Tengok yang weakness, I'm trying sir.
Is it correct, sir?
Betul lah.
Okay, thank you.
Terus tanya terus boleh jawab. Ini baru try. Bukannya I'm trying sir. But you do nothing. Kenapa buat cikgu marah korang ni? Kenapa malas sangat? What is the problem actually? I dah kick you from the group but you still with your own old attitude. You never change. I give you chance. I already warned you. I want to bar you from the exam but I still have feeling as a human. But you did the same thing. Kenapa buat saya macam ni, Weakness? Saya pernah kick awak daripada kelas. Saya dah pernah ugut awak untuk bar daripada final exam. Tapi saya tak sampai hati nak buat sebab awak manusia. Kenapa awak still buat saya macam ni lagi? Ini saya tanya awak, kenapa awak sanggup buat saya macam ni?
Bukan sanggup, doktor. Saya tak tahu. Itu sebab tu saya tak jawab.
Kalau awak tak sanggup, kenapa awak tak study sampai nota pun awak tak tahu? Maksud saya awak tak sanggup, kenapa awak sanggup menghilangkan kepercayaan saya pada awak? Saya dah bagi awak warning, saya dah kick awak daripada grup, awak tak study juga. Awak jangan cakap saya awak study, kalau awak study awak mesti tahu dekat mana nak tengok note tu. Soalan tu simple. Jangan cuba tipu saya. Terus terang, kenapa awak sanggup tak study dan melukakan hati saya? Kenapa awak sanggup buat macam tu? Saya terluka dengan perangai awak tau. Saya kecewa dengan perangai awak. Kenapa awak sanggup mengecewakan saya? Beritahu saya sekarang. Sebab saya dah 2 kali warning dan kick awak, tapi awak buat juga benda yang sama.
Tak, doktor. Memang saya tak ada basic komputer. Saya ni ambil subjek ni sebagai elektif.
Okay, is this your reason?
No. So
I tahu awak elective. That's why I ask you your background at first class. Awak study tak? Awak jangan salahkan elective. Sekarang awak tanya dia, you ask yourself, awak study tak dekat rumah?
Saya memang ada study, tapi doktor tak percaya sebab saya tak jawab soalan doktor. Saya
No,
tahu.
tengok, see. Guys, you see macam mana dia salahkan saya ya?
Bukan.
Awak salahkan saya, Weakness. Kalau awak study, awak tahu dekat mana nak tengok opcode. Itu the very basic things. Awak jangan menjawab, Weakness. Awak menipu sekarang.
Bukan, tak, doktor.
Awak tak study. Daripada chapter 4 kita belajar tentang opcode. Daripada chapter 4, kalau awak study awak takkan sampai langsung tak tahu. Sekarang awak langsung tak tahu. Awak langsung tak tahu, awak bagi alasan awak minor, awak ingat saya bodoh ke? Saya tanya awak seawal, saya tanya semua orang apa background you all. I'm not stupid, I'm not ignore you. I'm asking you. I'm concerned about you. I'm asking your background. Where have you been? Saya cakap saya kecewa, awak cakap lagi awak main, awak bagi alasan lagi. Awak tahu tak saya sedih? Saya sedih dengan perangai awak tau. Awak nak kata awak betul juga?
Tak.
Awak study tak dekat rumah? Awak kata saya tak percaya dekat awak. Awak study tak? Kalau study, kenapa soalan mudah awak tak boleh jawab? Apa yang awak study? Buka buku, tengok, sikit-sikit tutup. Itu study. Awak jangan bodohkan saya. Saya pun pernah berada kat tempat awak. Saya tahu apa maksud study. Saya tahu maksud apa belajar. Saya tahu maksud apa buka nota. Saya pernah berada di tempat student. I know. Kalau awak study, awak tak sebodoh itu, opkod pun tak tahu tengok dekat mana. Itu bukan study, Vignis. Jangan tipu saya. Awak kata saya tak nak dengar cakap awak. Awak sebenarnya tak nak dengar cakap saya. Kenapa perangai teruk sangat? Salahkan orang? Aku nak tolong kau.
Saya tak salahkan doktor.
Awak salahkan saya. Awak kata saya tak nak dengar awak penjawapan.
Tak. Memang saya tak dapat jawab.
Kenapa tak dapat jawab?
Saya tak tahu.
Kenapa tak tahu? Awak study ke tidak? Awak study atau tidak? Jawab soalan saya.
Ada doktor, tapi saya tak faham memang.
Kalau tak faham, kenapa tak tanya? Adakah study tu tak faham dan biar terus tak nak tanya?
Tak ada doktor.
Awak study ke tidak sekarang? Study tanpa, awak buka buku dan tidak bertanya tu study ke tidak?
Saya ada study sikit. Memang ada study
Awak
sikit.
tak study, Vignis. Awak tak study. Jangan jawab awak study sikit. Awak cakap awak tak study. Mengaku salah awak sekarang. I kick you from this class. Mengaku salah awak sekarang.
Yes, doktor. I'm not.
Apa susah sangat nak mengaku?
I'm not study, doktor.
Susah sangat nak mengaku ke? Saya dah lama tak marah macam ni, Vignis. Perangai awak sangat teruk.
Sorry, doktor.
Awak tetap nak kata awak study. Awak tak study. Awak bodoh, Vignis. Dengar cakap saya. Awak nak saya maki dalam kelas ni ke?
No, doktor.
Banyak kali saya cakap, kalau awak study, awak takkan macam ni. Awak still lagi cakap awak study sikit. Study sikit bukan study, Vignis. Itu bukan study, itu malas. Cakap buka 2-3 muka surat, itu bukan study, itu malas. Itu nak bodohkan saya. You just open up the page and say you study. Itu nak bodohkan saya tau. Jangan bodohkan saya. 3-4 kali saya ulang. Jangan perbodohkan saya. Don't play around with me with this. I'm teaching for 20 years. Jangan main-main dengan saya. Saya will failkan awak. Saya dah warning awak. Saya dah warning untuk barkan awak. Saya kick awak from the class. Awak bagi mesej panjang-panjang. Tunjuk awak kononnya baik. And then I ask you the simple question just to test you. Either you do your promise or not. You still can do. And then you say you still promise something. Apa bendanya? Awak nak tipu apa saya ni? Kalau awak menyesal daripada sebelum masa saya warning dekat awak, hari ni awak boleh jawab soalan saya, Vignis. Jadi banyak main ayat ni orang. Masih lagi nak mengaku study. Soalan hal pun tak tahu nak convert. Masih lagi mengaku study. Saya tanya kawan awak tak sampai 1 minit dia boleh jawab. Itulah orang study. Sikit ke banyak bukan isu. Ini soalan paling mudah. Kalau awak belajar sikit, benda ni awak boleh jawab sebab dia paling mudah. Sikit awak tu, value sikit awak ni. Saya mengajar awak tentang nisbah ya. Nisbah. Kalau awak kata sikit awak boleh belajar, hal tu awak boleh jawab. Awak takkan boleh jawab load, awak takkan boleh jawab end, awak takkan boleh jawab age again, BRP, add, semua awak tak boleh jawab. Awak boleh jawab how sebab awak kata awak study sikit. Kalau awak study banyak sikit, awak boleh buat add, awak boleh buat end. Itu study banyak sikit. Kalau study lagi banyak, awak boleh buat load dengan BRP. Itu maksud sikit banyak. Bila awak kata sikit, how pun awak tak boleh buat. Itu bukan sikit, itu awak tak study. That is my measurement. Jangan bodohkan saya. Semua soalan ni level dia lain. Yang load 2 di atas tu 3 markah. Yang add dengan again tu 1 markah. Kalau load tu 5 markah. Kalau add dengan again 3 markah. Yang hot tu 1 markah kalau awak buat. Kalau 1 pun awak tak boleh buat. 1 markah pun awak tak boleh buat. Apa yang awak study? The very simple question. Awak kata awak study sikit. Menipu. Jangan menipu saya. Saya cakap saya evaluate all your performance, you know. Tetap soalan tu ada value dia. Awak, kalau awak tak boleh buat load macam Hafiz tadi, dia tak boleh buat end. Saya bagi dia soalan apa tadi? Saya bagi soalan lebih mudah daripada tu. Sebab it has value. The question comes with value. It's not as easy as that. I ask you the question. Sikit study, sikit. Menipu kalau sikit study. Awak tak study. Kalau sikit study boleh jawab soalan tu. Itu 1 markah tu. Kalau 1 tak boleh jawab dapat 0. Kalau 0 tak study. Orang tak study dia memang dapat 0. Orang study akan dapat sikit. Sikit tu 1. Kalau 0 bukan sikit, 0 tu tak ada. 0. Nilai value pun awak tak tahu. Kosong tak ada, satu sikit, 5 banyak. Banyak sikit dengan tak ada pun awak tak tahu value. Awak nak bodoh-bodohkan saya lagi. Sir, saya dapat kosong sir, saya dapatlah sikit. Macam tu seolah-olah ayat awak. Your analogy seolah-olah macam sir, saya dapat kosong markah, dapatlah sikit. Itu bukan sikit, tu tak ada. Kalau sir, saya dapat 1 markah, dapatlah sikit. Baru betul, dapat 1 markah sikit, baru betul. Sir, saya dapat banyak sir, 5 markah. Baru betul banyak. Ini sir, saya dapat kosong tapi saya dapat sikit. Itu menipu saya. Awak bercakap dengan pensyarah, Big. 20 tahun mengajar. Saya tak tanya awak soalan macam tu saja, Big Nis. You really boil my blood today lah. Saya sangat marah dengan awak, Big Nis. Awak tunjuk pandai, mesej awak panjang. Saya ada bukti mesej ni. Panjang mesej awak. Minta belas kasihan daripada saya. Promise nak belajar, try whatsoever. Saya sebagai human, hati saya lembut. Saya mengajar awak, niat saya mendidik. Awak tengok apa buat kat saya. Saya kata saya marah, awak kata tak, saya bukan nak buat saya marah. Saya kata saya sedih, awak tak terima juga. Sedih pun awak tak terima. Awak nak kata awak juga betul. Bila saya kata awak kata betul, tak saya tak bercakap pasal saya kata betul. Apa masalah awak sebenarnya nak ego sangat dengan saya? Sampai saya suruh paksa awak mengaku awak tak study, baru awak nak keluar ayat tu. Kenapa teruk sangat awak ni? Tak pandai cakap tak pandai, senang nak ajar. Ni tak pandai kata pandai, susah aku nak ajar. Kena cakap awak bodoh, baru tahu awak tu bodoh. Kena cakap, Big Nis, awak bodoh, awak kena belajar. Baru faham. Takkan nak saya maki macam tu. Saya bukan orang suka maki student. Kawan-kawan awak semua jadi saksi ni. Awak kata sikit-sikit, awak sekali sikit. Kenapa 1 markah pun tak boleh dapat? Mana awak punya sikit ke satu? Awak kosong tau. Saya tak payah marah pun sebenarnya sebab ini untuk awak. Saya boleh failkan awak dapat kosong, awak repeat this paper. Saya boleh buat macam tu. Saya tak payah marah-marah, naik angin, saya tak perlu. Awak bodoh-bodoh, awak pandai-pandai, terpulang masing-masing punya individu punya hal. Saya boleh buat macam tu. Tapi kenapa saya perlu marah? Sebab saya concern pasal awak. Bila orang concern, balaslah perangai itu baik-baik sikit. Jangan menjawab lagi. Awak ingat ada pensyarah nak marah-marah macam ni kalau awak tak pandai jawab? Dia biarkan aja, dia failkan terus. Habis cerita. Ini sampai 3 kali saya dah cakap baik-baik, tak nak dengar. Saya kick pun tak nak dengar. Saya bagi warning, tak nak dengar. Tapi janji macam-macam, cakap manis. Terus di end tak boleh jawab juga. Nanti menyusahkan saya waktu exam. Kena makin paper, tapi markah semua kosong. Penat saya je bagi markah. Nak bagi alasan minor. Buat apa orang lain minor elok je ambil, tadi perniagaan elok je buat. Apa masalah ni? Bahasa, Nik ni budak bahasa ni. Mana ke Nik tadi? Kan Nik kan, Nik Asni?
Yes, sir.
Boleh je buat. Apa masalah ni? Tak ada pun saya marah dia macam marah awak. Big deal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Apa masalah awak sebenarnya? Tak nak mengaku kesalahan. Mencari alasan untuk selamatkan diri. Bila orang kata awak mencari alasan, tak mengaku cari alasan. That is the attitude of orang yang suka cari alasan. Awak lah orangnya. Saya bercakap bukan saya menuduh. Saya based on my experience 20 years, you know. Saya tengok awak pun saya tahu dah perangai student macam mana. Lepas tu saya berlembut dengan awak. Saya bagi warning untuk bar. Saya tak bar tau. Saya bagi warning je. Sebab saya kesian dengan awak. Saya kick awak daripada kelas. Sebab saya nak awak faham yang kelas ni penting. Lepas daripada saya kick baru awak datang kelas. Ada je muka awak. Sebelum tu kadang-kadang ada, kadang-kadang tak ada. Sama macam Firdaus tu juga. Lagilah banyak alasan. Macam-macam alasan. Korang yang nak belajar, korang yang dapat scroll, korang yang nak kerja, korang, semua korang, bukan saya lah. Apa masalah korang ni? Apa masalah korang sebenarnya? Untuk hidup korang weh. Apa tak teruk sangat? Ada saja alasan. Minor lah, tak pandai IT, tak pandai belajar. Bahasa boleh belajar, kenapa bagi alasan macam tu? Bukannya saya terus terlalu garang, marah semua, marah, tak ajar satu-satu. One by one saya ajar, saya tanya background. Memang itulah fungsi pensyarah, tanya background, tengok dia macam mana. Kalau yang ni macam mana kita nak buat, kalau ni macam mana nak buat. Si Hafiz tu dia tadi tak boleh jawab soalan atas, saya bagi soalan bawah. Itu nama dia consideration. Itu pun awak tak nak nilai. Saya boleh marah Hafiz tadi kalau first question dia tak boleh jawab, tapi saya bagi dia peluang lagi. Sebab saya tahu background dia macam mana, cara dia macam mana. Itu cara saya considerate. And then you still lagi nak argue with me. Teruklah perangai weakness ni. Orang nak tolong dia, dia buat perangai macam-macam. Sekarang buka software yang please open up the software that you have installed in your computer, the RCT software now. Fed up lah aku dengan si weakness ni. Cakap pandai manis mulut, salahkan orang, pusing sana pusing sini. Tak habis-habis pusing. Mengakulah diri tu tak pandai. Tak pandai study, bukan tak pandai tu selak dong ke surat dan kata study, menipu pula tu. Aku benda entah, aku dah buat sebaik mungkin tau dengan korang tau. Aku cakap nak bar, aku tak bar tau. Aku kesian tau. Kesian anak orang, mak ayah korang, aku fikir. Kesian mak ayah tu hantar anak pergi belajar habis duit. Tapi anak buat perangai macam ni. Tak kesan ke kat mak ayah tu? Dah buka software belum?
Already, sir.
Okay, what do you see in the package?
We see blank.
Black,
No, blank space.
blank space. Which one do you click?
LC3 edit.
Ya, LC3 edit. Semua dah klik ke LC3 edit?
Dah, sir.
Dah, sir.
Okay, on the LC3 edit, there are two part. The top part and the lower part. The top part is bigger than the lower one. Perasan tak?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the bigger part, the top part, you type the code. You type the code that we. You type the code without the address. Type back the code. Now. From the .org. Oh, don't worry. Sorry. From the beginning, from the semicolon. You want to see the comment. How the comment takes effect. So type from the semicolon top here until .end. Don't type the binary one. The binary one is our answer. We want to compare the answer later. Just type the assembly code. Just set type.
Done, sir.
Done. How about Nur Aisyah? Done.
Dan sir.
Ding Ali?
Yeah, done, sir.
Jun apa tadi?
Yes.
Done. Okay, now okay, at the top of the window you can see three buttons, dot B, and then we have H or X, I can't remember, and ASM. Can you see the button?
Yes.
Yes sir.
Okay, click the button.
Yes.
Click the button.
All three, sir.
Sorry? No, only one. ASM. Dot ASM.
Okay.
The ASM is the the assembler of this language. Is there any notification appear?
Save source code as.
Okay, save of source code as this one. I type in the chat space. You put a double colon like this, double colon, and then any name, and then dot ASM. Okay, like this. There. Look at the chat space there. Double quote, and then any name, any file name, and then dot ASM and close double quote. And then please save this in a specific folder on the desktop. Jangan campur-campur. Do not do not put the file on your desktop, but please put it in a specific folder. Because why? Because it will generate more file after this. I don't want you to miss this file. So put the original file in one folder, maybe on the desktop. Okay, done?
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Done, eh? Okay, now click ASM and then open up the folder. What can you see?
I can see 6 files.
6 file. Orang lain?
Same, sir.
Nur Aisyah?
Komputer saya lag sikit.
Lag. Siapa lagi ni? Yang lain, Nur Iliana? 6 files. Okay, actually this file is referred to this one, this slide. I will show you the slide. So this is the file that you see. .bin, .hex, .obj, .sym, and .lst. .asm, the original file that you saved just now. Use the AnyName.asm, and there are 5 more files that will be created for you. So now I want you to open up the .bin file. If you can't see which one is bin, you just right click and you click I think details, something like that. Something like that. Detail, or maybe more, something like that, about the file. So you can see the extension, either it is bin or .esx, .obj, or .sm, or .lst. So open up the file using Notepad or WordPad. Open with, open with. I repeat, the first step, you find out the .bin file. How to look for the file? You just right click and see the type of the file. Normally, it will if you right click, it tells you more about the file. Either it is bin, either it is hexadecimal, .obj, .sym, and so on. And if you confirm the type of the file is .bin, so the next step is to open it up using Notepad or WordPad. So do it now. If you're done, let me know.
Done, sir.
I'm done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now we compare. You compare the file with the file on the on the display I show you now. This one. You look at the first line. Is it similar? Is it same? 0011, 0000, 0101, 0000. Is it same?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the second one, 0010, 001, and then 000, 000, 111. Is it same?
Same, sir.
Same, sir.
Okay, good. Next, 0010, 010, and then 101. Is it correct?
Correct, sir.
Correct, sir.
Okay. Next, 0101, 011, 011, and then 1, and then 00000 5 times.
Correct, sir.
Correct, sir.
Okay, good. Next, 0001, and then 011, and then 011, and then 000, and then 010. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you're so quiet, I'm worried. Okay, next, 0001, 0001, and then 001, and then 001, and then 1, and then 11111. Is it correct?
Correct, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next, 0000, and then 001, and then this one. Is it correct, this one?
Yes, it's correct.
Yes, sir.
So please take some note how to calculate the offset if the labels is going back for, like this one for again is going back, and then if it's not going back like Andrew and number, so it has its specific special way how to calculate it. So please note about this, please note about this. Okay, faham tak?
Understand.
Okay, okay, understand. Good. Yang lain okay, faham? Nur Iliana okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Boleh.
Tolong noted please learn about please note how to calculate if the label is going back from bottom to the top, and how to calculate the offset from top to the bottom. Okay, settle. Okay, how? Is it correct? 1111, 0000, and then 0010, and 0101.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Correct. Okay. And then okay, for BLKW, it looks like this, 16-bit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And for the 0008, this one, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it's different because I think so. Just now you changed this one to 8. The original one is 6.
Okay. If 6 is 0110, is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then for N, what is the code for N?
There's no code.
No code. Okay. Remember that. For .env, no code. Remember that. Okay. So now you find out the file with .sym. We actually need to open up the SYM first and then bin. Never mind. Let me know if you already open up the .sim file.
Already, sir.
Fatin, dah buka?
Dah.
Ding Ali, have you opened the .sym file?
Yes, sir. Already open.
Okay, check the address. Number is 3057. Is it correct?
Yes.
Andrew 58. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Again 53. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, but now after class, okay, first of all, okay, using the same code, please change the value of BLKW1. Please use number from 0 to 10. Or 0 to 5, sorry, 0 to 5. Change the word from 0 to 5 and look at how does the assembler, the ASM, change the value, change the code into binary if the value is 0, if the value is 1 until 5. And then at the same time, please check the address in .sym. The address will be changed. It will change. So please try this. And then for the dot field, please change 8 to another number like 6, 4, and 5 just to try, because you need to try any possibility of the changes of the program. So I already recommend you, advise you for .lkw. You can choose negative number, -1. You can choose -1 as well. Negative, 0, and positive. You just look what is happening, what will happen if you change the n value, and what is the impact to the .som table, the address here. Of course, it will change the Andrew address. Okay, it will change the Andrew address. In the same time, it will change the the number of line that have 0000. So please do that. That's your task, and then please do the same thing for this code, slide 11 until 13. And if in the slide, if there's any like this one in the slide, so please delete this first lah. Delete this first, so that there is no error lah in the code. Okay. Okay. I forgot to ask you. Have you faced any problem once you click the ASM button? Any one of you got problem? Tak ada
No, sir.
Yang lain ada problem tak?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fatin Nabila, ada problem tak? Saya tanya ni.
Tak ada, saya dah jawab, sir.
Nur Iliana? Kalau ada, if you have problems, the error will appear at the bottom side of the canvas. The part where you type the code just now before you click button ASM button. Okay, that one's the top one. At the bottom part, if you have error, the error will appear there. So if the error appear there, you need to find out. You just click on the error, and then it will show you in the code where is the location of the error. So you just repair that. This is my advice when you do another code, which is the from slide 11, 12, and 13. If you got problem with the code, after you click button ASM, and then you just click the error at the bottom of the code, and then it will lead you to the problem in the code itself. You should try first. Anyway, you just try. If you have problem once you try this code, so please let me know through WhatsApp. Boleh? Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's it for now. That's it for now. So this is the last chapter for this semester. So I hope that you can do better, do the best in your final assessment. So until then, see you. Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.